Rivers crisis. Don't play with fire. Compel Wike to free grips on Fubara, Okuromu tells Tinubu. And now to the news in full. Elder statesman and Afenifere chieftain Dr. Femi Okuromu has cautioned President Bola Tinubu to change his laid-back posture on the ongoing crisis in Rivers State, as there are indicators that the power play ensuing might set the entire Niger Delta region on fire. His contention is that aside from the likely issue of violence in the case of any eventuality, Nigeria as a whole might suffer from stoppage of crude oil flow from the region. Exactly, if you continue to disturb them, if they say they are not giving people fuel again, what are we going to do? It's just that we are going to turn to fighting now, because these people, you cannot be saying that you don't want to give them appropriation funds, you don't want to give them anything, and yes, you are using their crude oil. It cannot work. Okuromu, who spoke as guest on the popular monthly interview discourse Boiling Point Arena on Sunday night, said it is unfortunate that President Tinubu has been shirking away from his duty to call appointing Minister Nyesom Wike to order from the overeating in the state. He's not going to call him to order. He's not. If he wanted to, he would have done it since. He would have done it. All those that he's saying that he has called them to make peace between them, he knows that Wike doesn't want peace. He knows. So that man is not going to listen to anybody, and President Tinubu is not going to do anything because he's benefiting from the issue that is going on in Rivers State. He knows that he's going to benefit from it. And Wike has a secret. So if you call Wike to order, Wike will expose you. That is the problem there now. Because this man cannot call Wike to order. He's not going to listen. The Once in a Month Current Affairs program, which held via Zoom and broadcast live on 2 radio stations, Sweet 107.1 FM, Abeokuta, and Wash 94.9 FM Lagos, was hosted by a media professional and public relations strategist Dr. Ayo Arowojolu, frontline traditional ruler, the Olowo of Owu Kingdom, Oba Professor Sakama Temilola, was the keynote speaker and chair during the discourse. He lampooned the Federal Capital Territory Minister Wike for being the architect and mastermind of the Rivers crisis, saying even if Governor Sim Fubara is his godson, Wike should be told he cannot be his surrogate as a sitting governor with full powers. Yes, even though you helped him, and so because of that, he should bring his neck so that you cut it off. Because of that, he should do everything that you say. Is he a puppet? No, he's not. You helped him, but still, the people of Rivers State also wanted him there. So who knows if it was even your help, or it was actually the people of Rivers State that voted him in. That you are not acting like you are the God and Savior over his life. You don't want him to do anything. You don't want him to say anything. You are controlling him, controlling his life, controlling how he sees his wife and everything, just because you helped him. I beg. Yes, Wike has assisted him to become governor, and Fubara already said, thank you, this man. If you help somebody, you say thank you. What do you want again? What do you want again? You have helped me. I've thanked you. He must have probably put some of the people that he wants in his cabinet, and yet you still want more. You want to control him. You want to be remoting him up and down. What is proper to do in a civilized democracy is to keep hands off his government, except he's looking for the sun, he added. Okuromu said further, I think the implications of the Rivers crisis are very serious. If there's an escalation of crisis in the Niger Delta, which is where most of our oil comes from, that is, if the oil flow is disrupted or completely stopped, the whole of Nigeria will suffer. And so we need to avert crisis at all costs in any part of that region. I expected the president to have been more decisive on the issue. He should direct Wike to face his official duties. Wike is obsessed with power and he wants to be calling the shots in Abuja and running the show in Rivers at the same time. Exactly, you want to be in two places at the same time. You want to be here, you want to be there. You want to control this place, you want to control that place, only you. Are you omnipotent, omnipresent? What is that? This man is too greedy, too arrogant. Everything, he has it. Every bad behavior that you can think of in this life, Wike has it. He possesses it. Senator Okuromu also had harsh words for the judiciary, which he alleged has now been pocketed by those presently in power, concluding that today's judiciary is no longer the last hope of the common man. Hear him, everything is wrong with a judiciary that encourages justice chasing after a case of their choice. I do not oppose the fact that judges must be well remunerated, but no judge must be given anything special beyond the standard remuneration that applies to all judges. Exactly. collect your salary, collect your allowance, collect everything. You are due for it. It is your right, collect it. But you collecting houses from somebody because he wants you to do everything that he wants. Who is the minister that he will be giving you house? He'll be buying cars for you. If it's not because he wants something in return, if it is not because of ulterior motives, and you people collected it, so what do you think will happen? He will start controlling you now the way he wants to control Fubara. He will start telling you what to do, and you people are doing it. Because if you don't do it, he will collect the house from you, he will collect the car from you. Is that the kind of judiciary that we should have in this country? People should be supportive of the citizens and not supporting politicians. You don't even have to take sides. It is wrong. In cases where judges are now given special remuneration over and above what is applicable, is an attempt to curry favor of such judges so they can always rule in favor of the executive. Politicians are attempting to put the judiciary in their pockets. The Afenifere chieftain also lamented the decline in proper democratic governance values under President Tinubu, declaring that the system of government currently being operated in Nigeria is what he derisively called quasi-military democracy. He said, the period between 1960 and 1966 during the First Republic was the glorious era of democracy in Nigeria. We practiced democracy and as handed down to us by the British from whom we got our independence. It was the parliamentary system the government recognized opposition in parliament, and the opposition was supposed to be a check on the government and keep the government accountable at all times, and the parties were both as independent to choose their own candidates and make their own rules for selection of their candidates. Elections were relatively free and fair, not the kind of elections we have today, which are more or less determined by forces other than the people. The people are supposed to go to vote, but the voting is most of the time a complete sham. They go through the motions of voting, but it is not really the choices of the people that count. Exactly. It is the choice of INEC and the interested people in government. They make us go through those motions of elections, but other people decide for us who the winners are. You cannot call this democracy. Yes, it is not democracy. What we have today is a presidential system of government where all powers are vested in one man. All the executive powers of the state are vested in one man. And if that one man has a tendency for gravity power, it means that we have no institutions in the country. One man who controls the executive, one man who controls the legislature, one man who controls the judiciary, one man who controls the police, one man who controls INEC. Who is that one man? Mr. Wike. That same man is the one who controls everything. That is the kind of democracy we have today in Nigeria. Is that what you call democracy? It is not, though. It is not. Only you want to control everybody. You want to have everybody in your pocket so that you'll be controlling them and telling them what to do. It is wrong. So Mr. President should call his minister to order and tell him that what you are doing is wrong. If not, I'll sack you, but I doubt that will happen. It is not going to happen. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.